everyone. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day today. Um, Doing some thinking and, dealing with a lot of stuff in my everyday life. And, it's got me thinking, I'm not the most confident person around. I'm pretty confident in my abilities, my understanding. I'm even confident enough to go out and do things that I don't normally do. Um, and it helps build confidence, but I'm not, um, I don't ever brag on my abilities or anything like that. When it comes to the recovery world, I know there's many ways, there's many things we can do. I have figured out that I have almost 25 years of addiction experience. I was in active addiction for over 25 years. Um, that being said, I do have a lot of knowledge when it comes to recovery, but I have a lot of knowledge in other places too. Which really helps in that aspect. A lot of the knowledge that I have, I don't just base on recovery alone. It's life. It's life experience. Things I've had to go through, things I've had to experience to figure it out. I'm not. I used to be not a pushover, but cold-hearted towards people. I've changed that to be more empathetic and compassionate towards others, almost to the point where I'm a pushover. I allow things that I shouldn't allow, and that's where I got to tighten up my boundaries with people. And sometimes we let our boundaries down because we think that people are in recovery and they're out to do the same things. That's not necessarily the case. We're still going to be used, and we're still going to use others in certain ways and aspects of our life. And that's unfortunate. It is a way of life, it seems. But there becomes a point where you have to stop allowing yourself to be used and start sticking up for yourself and know what your worth is. And I know my worth is so much more than what people put on me. And that's okay, because they're not meant to understand my worth. They won't ever understand that worth. They're not understanding of what your capabilities are, as a person, as a mentor, as a coach, as all these things. They don't know what that drive is for you. They don't know what's driving you. And that's okay. I don't want them to understand what's driving me. To be technical, I don't want them to understand everything about me. That's just more fuel for them to use against me, or try to, or to manipulate, or to use, or whatever it is. People are people, and that's very unfortunate. But it doesn't shake us. My whole point in the video is to know your value, to know your worth, to know what you bring to the table. A lot of people are going to sell you short, and that's not necessarily the case. You know what you bring. You know what you have to offer, just like I know what I have to offer. And that's a harder goal. That's somebody that's going to care for you. That's somebody that's there all the time. I know what I offer. I don't need everybody else to know what I offer. I don't even need them to know who I am, to be technical. We have this understanding that people need to understand us, and that's not necessarily the case. They don't need to understand us. It's okay if they don't. Sometimes the less we say, the better we are. just some thoughts today, and I hope everybody has a wonderful, fantastic day. If you like my content, go ahead and follow, share. Hopefully it reaches somebody that needs to be reached. You can push the star button if you want. I don't care if you do or don't. My content is here for you and hopefully to help you. My inbox is always open. I hope that you reach out if you need it. Again, I am a recovery coach. This is what I do every day. My services that I offer here are free. My life experiences that I pass down are free. I'm just here to help others.